All right, guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So I want to do a video going over the blue stone here. Now, the blue stone is a purchasable pack. So, unfortunately, this is only for, kind of like paying players right here. Now, I try and encourage players to spend as little money in this game as they can. I mean, I know, again, it's all coming from me, but, like, again, just, full transparency. From YouTube, I make everything back, right? Like, a lot of people out there are just playing the game to play the game, right? They're not making content off of it and stuff like that. So, I think, like, just pouring money into the game is just not that smart. I mean, I'm not going to tell people to do it with their money. If you could do it and it's comfortable, sure. But you don't want to go crazy with these gacha games, man. Because no matter how good the character is, couple of months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, they're out of here. They're power crept, better characters are there, different events, different strengths are needed. It's just how it goes. But if you're going to spend money, this is exactly the type of thing you do it for, is this right here. Spend money to get guaranteed good characters, which is exactly what this is. Now, these blue stones do come with regular stones as well. The like, it's just part of the actual just like stone sales. If we actually just go back in game here, I did buy it last night when I was buying stones for the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Christmas Carnival banner, but it was just over top the 90 stone pack. Is what these blue stones were, right? It was just over the 90 stone pack. Just picked it up, and then, that's it. So, I just wanted to go over, 4 players who have picked this up, which characters might be good to get. And we can quickly pull up this Vegeta. I talked about it in a couple of videos already. Even going into kind of this celebration info, I did think that it was very realistic that we could see this guy EZA, and I think it's very much on the table. I would expect to see this guy EZA next week, like legitimately. I do think so. I've made this point several times, but this Vegeta, they keep the skeletons of these kits very similar when they EZA them, right? So even after this guy EZAs, no matter how good they make him, he's still gonna have all these Buu Saga Goku conditions all over the place. Couple in his passive, his active skill, his unit super attack. No matter what, this Vegeta, this is not a character meant for the Vegeta family category team. This is not a Vegeta meant for, gifted warriors or something like that. It's like we want to use him at Buu Saga Gokus. Right now, we have a bunch of good Buu Saga Gokus, literally at this exact second. So right now, to me, is a perfect time to EZA this Vegeta. The nightmare would be they EZA this guy and there's no relevant Buu Saga Gokus. That would be just criminal, right? And then this guy wouldn't really be that good. But if they drop him right now, he should be able to work very effectively, I think, on the Buu Saga team. Because you're always going to run this guy. You gotta, right? I mean, he's also Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks' pretty much best friend. In a lot of situations, they're interchangeable. Which one you want to put in slot 1, which one you want to put in slot 2, and stuff like that. Works super well. I really like it quite a bit. So, this guy is there. He is a possibility. Now, I would tell y'all, unless you have these other characters done, there's no way I'm going to recommend getting this Vegeta. I can't see him being better than the 4 directly to the left of him. Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, AGL UI Goku, Physical Super Janemba, and Tech Super Gogeta. I just can't see Vegeta being better than them. I can't. No way. The Angel Vegeta, they're too good. Man, they would need to go so crazy. This really does feel like what could become a very strong support unit to me, though. Like, doesn't this feel like a Vegeta who could be orb changing, giving monster stats, maybe giving, like, damage reduction support? We've seen, Margarita does that. Like we could see some real interesting stuff with this guy. Like, I don't want to downplay him right away, but, like, these are 4 top 10 units in the game. I think Super Gogeta's in, contention arguments for #1 overall. Janemba is in talks for best villain in the game. I would definitely say it's Carnival Broly, but Janemba's up there. And then we know how good these two are. And then we can take a look at a lot of the other characters here. Let me just quickly jump over in-game. Is there any reason for me to show this in-game, or will I just swap over? Oh, whoops, here. Let's go to the blue stone section. Is there any reason for me to look at this in here, or should I just jump on, like, go back into link leveling? So you can get, what, 4 Elder Kais if you get both of those. So that's just a copy of Super Vegito. That's just Blue Gogeta, Zamasu, 13, Change Buu, Gotenks, Kefla. This Piccolo? What? Okay. Cell. Huh? Trunks and Good. They're terrible. What? Gamma 2, Gamma 1. And then we get to all these guys. They're all just... It's all just one character. Okay. So we don't... I don't need to actually be here in-game. I'll get back to link leveling. I've been link leveling Gotenks all day. I'm very excited that the fact that I'm actually able to link level characters, right? Again, because I had finished off. How close is my Gotenks real quick? And then I'm going to just switch back over. We're getting there. I could just orb him up at any time. Maybe right after this video, I'll hop into his level 10 link video. I'm gonna put it up before the World Tournament tonight. World Tournament starts, what is it going to be, 3 a.m. my time? So the World Tournament starts in 11 hours from now. Okay, so any of these TURs, I would just say they're all trash. Oh, worthless. Worthless. Keep in mind, okay, they're not going to EZA 2022 characters. The first characters, I mean, we're going years back. This is one of those things. Until they break this pattern, I'm not assuming they're breaking the pattern, right? So until a major character from, like 2022 or 2023 or 2024 in the future, until a major character from the year EZAs before the Part 1 Anniversary LRs, I'm not assuming it can happen. So Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 imagine their EZAs. Oh my God. Talk about ridiculousness. I don't think that's probably... The minimum earliest that we could see that happen would be like March, and it's probably not even going to be like March when we would see that, right? So I don't really, have them on the board to EZA. AGL Cell is another 2022 character. Am I nuts, or does this, like, these characters seem random to me? This seems very random. Okay, like again, this is a 2022 character, so he's, not really on the board for potentially EZing. So is this Piccolo. Oh, actually, this entire top row is 2022 characters. Kefla has EZA'd. She's obviously very good, but I mean, we're going to start to move to her reign being done, right? Like I think a lot of these characters who might have been, very dominant for most of 2024, like, were, potentially entering, their finale before, like, major difficult content increases. It's possible that it'll be like the 8th anniversary and there's not really much of a jump. It's possible. Gotenks I wouldn't recommend. Exchange Buu is very meh. He was super good up until they started dropping the bosses, like, that are supering for like 5 million plus, which Tech Super Buu cannot do. I mean, yeah, I know you could juice some shit up with Buhan and stuff like that, but a lot of those power absorption characters just aren't good. It's just, they're gassed up by Buhan. 13 sucks. 13 EZA'd in December, and he was literally fodder in the 10th anniversary fights last year. Like using him in the artificial life form mission, he was a 0. I remember I recorded that. Remember, I did a whole bunch of those videos, the Suffering series, right? And I remember I did one of those just on Nano stream, and it's like base 13 got like one shot by that Gohan. It's just like, all right, well, he's worthless. Zamasu is dead. These guys are dead. None of these characters are close to super EZAs. They're just all worthless. Now, okay, so here's what's interesting. The 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs. I've been talking about this so much. And I'm really, at this point now, quite confused by it. These guys have not returned since the 7th anniversary. And I don't really understand why that is. I don't get it. Like, I was thinking maybe, notice we had a bunch of those things in the news where it's like, oh, this, Gammas and, physical Gogeta and stuff like that are scheduled to return on a banner soon. And I'm thinking, like, okay, like, it could be a return banner for these guys because they haven't been on banners. Nope. No, that's not what it was. So I've got no clue. I don't, maybe they'll just be on the 10th anniversary banners. That would make sense. Now, keep in mind, these 6 characters right now, 5th anniversary characters, 4th anniversary characters, 3rd anniversary characters. Right now, they're all buffed. But that is going to end. It's stated to end in mid-January, before the 10th anniversary actually begins. So you do want to keep that in mind, right? I wouldn't really recommend picking up any of those. If we're going to go strictly by power, it's, again, these 4. I wouldn't really, like, I would probably argue Tech Gogeta's number 1 right now. I mean, this is before doing, like, a lot of Gotenks, like, footage and stuff like that. Gotenks, I think, could be 1. But, like, I would argue Gogeta right now as number 1. Janemba, EJLUI, and Evolution Blue Vegeta, whichever one of those you need most. The thing about these 2, the 6th anniversary LRs, is that, and the 5th anniversary LRs, a lot of them, if you're a longtime player, those, every time it's like, oh, the new best banners in history, the new best Dokkan Fest banners in history, like, those characters would always be on there. That's the thing about Dokkan Fest LRs are always on other Dokkan Fest LR banners. So I do think it's potentially easier for, like, free-to-play players, longtime players, to have characters like that, as opposed to maybe something like Janemba, who has just been a yellow coin LR historically, right? So, like, maybe Janemba, I could see, players maybe having these guys rainbowed or 79% or something like that, having many copies of Super Gogeta or having him rainbowed, and then maybe only having, like, 1 Janemba or something like that. Even picking this up as just, like, a dupe in LR Janemba would be huge. Again, Vegeta's probably going to EZA soon. We get to these 2, STR Vegito. I think I probably would defend STR Vegito, like, when he first came out. Remember, I mean, Vegito and Buhan are essentially, they're anniversary characters for JP. They were the EX part of the 9th anniversary. STR Vegito was very good when he first dropped, but it's just, like, as better characters came out, like, I actually think STR Vegito, that EZA feels very similar to these guys' original EZAs. To where it's like, global players just act like these guys' EZAs were fodder, like these 4 down here, but global players weren't there for Red Zone back in the 7th anniversary Red Zone, where there was no characters, like, you had nobody. So it's like these guys EZA'd, and I'm pretty sure I was arguing them as, like, number 2. I thought they were, like, the 2nd best characters in the game, basically, behind LR Gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That's how weak the game was back then. I'm not saying the game was this weak this time, but STR Vegito was just kind of a little similarly much better before a lot of other better characters came out. Buhan is still actually quite effective. Buhan has a great toolkit, a big, deep bag he could reach into with a lot of very good abilities. I like Blue Kaioken Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta. I certainly would not recommend them at this point. Again, that's another 9th anniversary character. I mean, they are a very supremely powerful Dokkan Fest LR EZA, but we're also a year out from them. And then Gohan and Goten, they're a stinker. Wow, that's... Compared to other Dokkan Fest LRs, they're the ones I would be the most harsh on, probably. Even more so than the 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs. Because when they EZA'd, they were just STR cooler, but super class version. Right? That's literally all they were. Like, I remember people compared physical Ultimate Gohan to STR cooler, and they were not similar characters at all. They were not doing the same thing at all. But it's like this character and STR cooler are doing similar things for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's so easy to me, one of these 4. One of these guys up here, and then, maybe if you just, you have them rainbow, but you need, like, one more copy for Buhan, or, you just somehow never pulled Blue Vegito or something like that, go for that. But I mean, this is just so crystal clear, right? These are the golden 4. These guys right here. If I do this, does this show up on the video? I don't think it did. I do a print screen and I don't think that did show up in the video. Damn it. Okay. But I was highlighting these 4 right here. These 4 are definitely the go-to. So, let me know what you guys decide to do, but you know what it is. Those 4 are the elite cream of the crop right now. Angel Vegeta, he is probably going to EZA next week. He could be very good. I don't think he'll be good enough to be better than these 4, but you never know. You never know. You never know. I've been wrong before. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.